Murray and Roberts Limited is a South African engineering and construction company founded in 1902 with operations that span 120 years. The company is now set to close its doors through a creditor-initiated liquidation proceedings in the Gauteng High Court. Economist Yanni Rousseau says this comes as no surprise as the company had experienced significant liquidity constraints and the sale of its core assets.
It's been known for a while that Murray and Roberts experienced financial difficulty, first with business rescue and now with an application for liquidation brought against it and not being opposed by the company. So what we are really seeing here is the effect of very low economic growth for more than a decade. Murray and Roberts structured itself for infrastructure development in South Africa that didn't happen, structured itself for more rapid economic growth in South Africa, which will bring more construction projects to the country, and that didn't happen. So as a result, the company became, call it, no longer viable from an operational perspective, and then in the end decided that liquidation is the only way out of this.
Murray and Roberts was placed on business rescue in November 2024 due to years of financial strain. The engineering and construction giant is behind landmarks like the Carlton Centre and Gautrain and says in a statement that given its financial position, it does not intend to oppose the liquidation application. President of the South African Council for the Project and Construction Management Professions, Lufuno Ratsiku, says the liquidation will serve as a blow.
It represents a very sad scenario. These are organizations that are employing our professionals in the construction industry. And if you understand, Murray and Roberts happen to be one of the listed companies at some stage with Johannesburg Stock Exchange, with an estimated number of employees around 2021 sitting at 10,000. I think the latest number of recent was just over 5,000. But employees employed in different formats, temporary and those permanent in nature. So the number might still be higher. So you can imagine that the loss of jobs and employment opportunities in this type of economy that we are facing in South Africa, it's a sad day.
The workers will be the ones hard hit in the liquidation process with thousands of jobs on the line. The National Union of Mine Workers, Debatso Mokoena, says they're worried about developments at Murray and Roberts.
It really concerns us because, one, our members already, they are indebted in terms of the salaries that they are getting. They are unable to acquire any houses. They are unable to pay for school fees for their own children. And so therefore, when retrenchment comes, it means that it will be the last income that they would have, with the unemployment rate, which is so high, and they're unable to get jobs anywhere else. So it is worrisome.
Ratsiku says the construction industry has seen setbacks, with many companies closing their doors. He's cautioned that if not safeguarded, the industry will be lost.
It does concern us to an extent that some of the regulatory frameworks of the industry were supposed to be going towards the direction of protection of opportunities for local companies, such as companies of this size, Murray and Roberts, and then particularly the number of employees that they sit with. One would have imagined that by now we should have been having a legislative framework that allows them to have what we call a first right of refusal in some of these opportunities before they are taken by international players as well.
The liquidation application filed in the Gauteng High Court could seal the company's fate, leaving shareholders in the dark about what's next. Murray and Roberts says it plans to continue engaging with its legal advisors and will update its shareholders on further material developments from the court process. Katlego Logodi, SABC News in Johannesburg.